Game Freak seems to be enjoying showing off new Pokemon frequently. I was expecting at least another week before this graffiti Pokemon was revealed, but they showed him off sooner than expected. I'm still a little iffy on its design. Its eyes look lifeless, and its middle finger is a bit too long compared to the other fingers, but the more I look at this Pokemon, the more it grows on me. However, its typing is one we've been waiting for with Normal and Poison. This is an interesting typing, and I'm excited to see how well this Pokemon pulls it off. With all that said, let's get into my shiny speculations. Actually, quick mid-editing let's go right now. 3 new Pokemon were revealed, which I will also be going over their shinies, and basically what I think of them as Pokemon. But let's get right into Graffiti. Well, Grafaiai. Starting off, I decided to really highlight its poison type by making its lower half purple and then making its hands bright purple and green. I also changed its eyes pink while making the color around them red. Lastly, I made the hair on its head a purple-blue, and I think these colors really make this Pokemon more intimidating and would be a nice shiny for Grafaiai. Next up, I went for a more realistic body color, making it a dark brown. While I changed its hands light blue and orange-yellow, I decided blue for the eyes and green around them helped show off the poison type, and fit this Pokemon well. This is the shiny I see Game Freak going for the most. It stands out a lot, but it also looks pretty much realistic. After that, I thought we should make a crazy looking color change. I made its lower body gray, making the rest of its colors really pop out. I went for bright green and red for the hands, while making its eyes yellow and the color around them purple. I would personally love to see this shiny, but it's a little too out there for Game Freak. Lastly, I kept the gray but made its black fur slightly purple. I changed its hands yellow, green, and purple, making it look even more toxic. I changed its eyes to green and yellow while making the color around them blue. This would honestly be an amazing shiny, but again, it's Game Freak we're talking about here, so we probably won't see this. Now we have a really derpy Pokemon that was just revealed, Klawf. I mean, it's so derpy it's lovable. However, I do think its eyes are a little creepy and kinda just feel like they're staring into your soul, but beyond that, I really like this Pokemon design. So let's get into the shinies that I made for it. So starting off, I turned its orange parts bright yellow, and I made the green, kind of like grass on it, more of a deep forest green. I also made its belly a little bit lighter, while making its cheeks pink. I feel like this really works well, and it's a very realistic shiny that Game Freak would make for this Pokemon, but it's not the one I want to see the most. Secondly, I decided to really go for its rock typing by making it a dark brown color, but changing its leaves to a kind of bluish purple. Its cheeks also turned yellow, and its underbelly turns yellowish. I feel like this is another one I can see Game Freak doing, and this one I wouldn't be too fond of if they actually made, but I feel like this is a reasonable shiny. Lastly, I decided to go all out, making its orange black and its belly white, while also making the grass kind of bushes on it to a brownish gray color. I feel like this really makes this Pokemon stand out, and a Pokemon really worth hunting when Scarlet and Violet come out. Next up, we have a Pokemon that I really still am not sure how much I like its design. And that Pokemon is Armarouge. It's interesting to say the least. I think it's just a little too humanoid for my liking, but you never know, it might grow on me. Starting off for the shiny that I thought it should become, I made its red parts into a nice bright pink purple and turned its yellow parts red. This kind of really signifies the fire type and just makes this Pokemon stand out 10 times more. Next up, I decided to make its shiny look more like its counterpart, by turning its red parts blue and its yellow parts purple. I think this also really works well on this Pokemon, and this is something I can see Game Freak doing. And lastly, I decided to go all out with a color that Game Freak will never do. I made its red parts green and its yellow part bright blue. This is just an amazing shiny color, and I think it really fits this Pokemon well. But again, I don't think Game Freak will ever do this. And now for its counterpart, Ceruledge. This is an interesting ghost fire type, if I remember correctly. This one's design I like a little bit more, considering it doesn't have hands, it's got like hand blades. But anyway, let's get into the 3 shinies that I made for it. Starting off, I decided to make its body more of a ghastly blue color, while making the kind of tips to its flame blades and hair purple. This really stands out, and it's a very minor change, but it works amazingly well. Next up, I tried to give it its counterparts color by making its body red, but I couldn't really get the yellow color to come in, so it basically came out green, and I'm not a fan of this, but this is definitely something I could see Game Freak doing. And lastly, again, I decided to make a shiny that's out there. I changed its main armor black, while keeping its body color and blades purple and orange. This really stands out, and I think is just amazing. And I would love to see Game Freak do this, but again, Game Freak hasn't been the best when it comes to making shiny Pokemon, so we just gotta keep our fingers crossed. But anyway, with my predictions done and my thoughts on the Pokemon itself out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed, and please consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.